What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the Portland Winterhawks acquiring or getting Matt Dumba from the Minnesota Wild or Minnesota Ascendant, whatever. Matt Dumba ending up in Portland. Obviously, played his whole junior career up to now with the Red Deer Rebels. Was the 7th overall pick a couple years ago, and had been up this year with the Wild, and then went to the World Juniors, and wasn't great, but he fighting the flu bug, and I never really seen bright out there. And same thing with the NHL. I mean, I went to watch him play when they were playing the Lightning. I was not just watching him specifically play, but watched the Wild playing. He didn't look comfortable, and I think a lot of it had to do with the coaching staff. And I'm not knocking the coaching staff, I just think it's psychological thing with him knowing if he made one mistake, he was getting benched, and that's really not a way for a kid like that to show his creativity and his tenacity defensively. I mean, he loves throwing the big hits in the open ice, and that's been his MO, since they drafted him, and got a big slap shot that he's not afraid to unleash, and it's just it's tough to see a kid like that has so much talent struggling in the show, and knowing that the AHL isn't a possibility because of the junior rule. So last month, Portland acquired his rights, his Western League rights, kind of just on a whim, and lo and behold, he's back. Minnesota's already blown a year of his entry level deal, which is part. You don't like to see it happen, but I guess at times you do stuff like that. They thought he was ready, and she's been inconsistent, and that's par for the course with a teenage defense, for a teenager name position, really. And I think he's going to continue to develop. He's going to a pretty good team in Portland. They're chasing Kelowna for the best record in the Western Conference, in the Western Hockey League. So that'll be an interesting battle to see. And he's an X factor. I mean, he's a lot more than just an X factor. I mean, he's an amazing hockey player. But he's got some growing to do. He had two points, was -5 in 13 games in Minnesota. He was abysmal in the World Juniors at times, and I think he's going to use this as an experience. It's definitely helped Portland. He still has a great team, even though they lost guys like Ty Ratty, Seth Jones, Waterspoon, guys like that to graduation. You got guys like Nick Patan and Chase Delio and Derek Fouliat. They got a really deep squad, and Dumba's only going to further the depth and the skill on that team, and I'm curious to see what comes of this going forward. What he does in his journey to the Western Hockey League, how he takes it, and how it helps his long-term and short-term development. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ. By the way, the Portland Winterhawks acquiring his rights for 30 cents on the dollar is one of the most Portland Winterhawk moves of all time. I mean, this is a team that got Seth Jones on the cheap from Everett, so they know what they're doing. Anyway, I like this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes, for the season and beyond. Later, guys.